Hi, everyone. I am here with amazing women at PackExpo in Chicago 2024. I'll start off by asking if you guys could introduce yourselves and the companies you work for. Yeah.
So I'm Amber Miller. I work for PMMI Media Group. We're the media arm of PMMI that puts on PackExpo shows. I'm a senior marketing manager. I've been here for almost 8 years, and I wear many hats. We have 2 marketers on our marketing team. So everything from copywriting to filling the fridge with water. That's what I do.
Hi, I'm Allison Wagner. I'm the Director of Marketing and Business Strategy at Morrison Container Handling Solutions, all mouthfuls. But what we do is we help move containers from point A to point B on a production line. So we work within all of the filling, capping, labeling, case packing, and positioning those containers. My role oversees the marketing department as well as corporate strategy and business development.
Great. Thank you so much. Can you tell me a little bit more about PMI? What is PMI?
Yeah.
PMMI.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. PMMI is the global resource uniting the packaging and processing industry, fostering business growth across various sectors with innovative manufacturing solutions. And representing over 1,000 members, PMMI supports the industry through resources like market research, technology training, networking opportunities, and additionally, PMMI connects consumer goods and life sciences companies to cutting-edge manufacturing solutions like what Allison's company provides through PackExpo, family of trade shows, and keeps the industry informed year-round via PMMI Media Group. And so we're reaching this audience year-round through print, digital, email, anything you can think of to reach any audience that's looking for packaging solutions.
It's pretty amazing. This show is taking place in McCormick Place here in Chicago, and I go to trade shows here pretty often just for my work with agencies and working with brands. And I have never seen McCormick Place so busy. Certain streets were shut down, and apparently this is like the Super Bowl for the packaging and processing industry. And so I feel really excited to get to talk to you, a member of the team that ultimately puts this whole show together. I don't know if you wanted to talk a little bit about how popular the show is, the kind of folks that come. Yeah.
Sure. So actually, this is our biggest PackExpo yet when compared to 2022, and then pre-COVID 2018. We didn't have a show in 2020. We had to cancel that one, but yeah, largest yet. I think don't quote me, but up to at least 43,000 registered attendees. So it's a great show. There's a lot of CPGs walking the show, emerging brands. The next Chobani could be walking the show, and they need to vet out suppliers, and they could find that one supplier that can provide maybe one or many solutions for them.
Great. So I would love to hear a little bit about, first of all, what is an OEM and why would they want to come to the show?
Yeah, I'm happy to take that. So we are an OEM. OEM stands for Original Equipment Manufacturer. That just means we build the equipment. So OEMs show at shows like this so that all of the end users, which are what we call people like Chobani or Coke or Pepsi, all of those people who make the products that we use every day, they come to see those OEMs, those equipment manufacturers, so they can actually see all of the packaging equipment that they need to package the products on shelves or package the products to get them on shelves in real life. And so that's why this show is so fantastic, is because it's bringing all those people together under one roof. And essentially you could build an entire packaging line by walking any of the halls of the show.
Yeah, and maybe do you want to talk a little bit about I know there's different portions in the show itself, like the show floor, that represent, there's like an innovators section. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
I definitely won't name all of them, but we like to segment the show as well, or PMMI does. I work for the media group, but PMMI likes to segment the show so it's easier for attendees to navigate. We have pavilions for healthcare packaging. There's a reusable materials pavilion. Sustainability Central is a stage talking all about sustainability, and a lot of the vendors or exhibitors around that stage are sustainability solutions, so be it materials mostly. There are some machinery suppliers as well. And then there's Emerging Brands Central, which is for the next kind of emerging brands coming, high growth brands, I should say, that are coming to the show to either look for co-packers or look for actually machinery that they are going to put in their own plant that they're starting to build. And it kind of educates them on how to scale best without a lot of knowledge with, all of the options here.
Great. So a lot of the people that follow me or in my network and my audience, they're coming from the brand side. So why would CPGs come to this show? And I think you touched on it a little bit, but I would love to hear a little bit more about the experience of the actual CPG brands that attend and walk the floor and what they're trying to accomplish here.
Yeah, Absolutely. I mean, there's really no other place if you are a CPG that you can go and within the 4 days that the show is open, see any single equipment manufacturer that exists and any single piece of equipment you would need on your packaging line to package your products. So CPGs come here because they can send an entire team of their plant engineers or anybody who's helping pick that equipment that's going to go on their line. They can send them all and happen all in one place. Otherwise, you're flying not only across the country, but across the world to see all of these equipment manufacturers in real life. And they're able to do it here and just narrow everything down and really pick and vet the different vendors that they're looking at and have real live discussions about projects that they have. There's not a single show we have where people don't come into our booth with actual containers and say, I need to get this from point A to point B and I'm having this issue. And they're able to do that in real life and just bring more people to do it.
Very cool. And this morning, I had the opportunity to attend an amazing networking breakfast ran by I think it was the PMMI arm for women, like Women in Packaging and Processing.
PPWLN.
Yeah, great. Thank you. And yeah, can you tell me a little bit more about how PMMI is supporting women at the show broadly, and maybe tell me a little bit more about the organization from this morning?
I have a little bit just from
I can jump in after you.
more official about it. Yes. So Packaging and Processing Women's Leadership Network is PPWLN, tongue twister. It's dedicated to supporting the recruitment, retention, and advancement of women in the packaging and processing industries. It holds webinars, podcasts, and in-person events. And then She Leads is the newest addition to this women kind of networking, which are workshops and unparalleled opportunities for women in packaging and processing to accelerate their leadership capabilities. So that's an add-on to this PPWLN, so that there's a lot of more opportunity for women to relate to one another in the industry.
Yeah, so PMMI has put together the PPWLN, which is all kinds of acronyms and mouthful. But the PPWLN was put together to really help. It's no surprise that this is a pretty male-dominated industry. Women in packaging and women just in packaging and processing and manufacturing is growing, but it's not where it could be. It's still not 50-50. There's still not parity. So the PPWLN really works to help get those women involved and stay involved and create their own network. See other people who are like them, who are facing the similar challenges, and then create environments where they can all get together. And they do it at these trade shows, so we can all do it together, the CPG and the OEM side. And we attend things like this wonderful women's breakfast where they bring in a speaker who's gone through challenges that we all have and can just help us learn new tools to work through it.
And it was so awesome to take part in. It was this huge ballroom, so many women from so many different companies. And I was sitting at a table, got to meet everyone individually, and it was just a great event. I was glad to be a part of it. So yeah, is there anything that you guys wanted to mention about the show, about maybe your organization's participation in the show before I let you guys go?
Yeah, we've been at PackExpos for over 30 years. We've gone to every single one. I think what's really great about what you're seeing PMMI do is try and just make it as much of an inclusive environment that they can. And the women's breakfast is the highlight for me every single year. We're a local company to the show, so we actually bring in any of the women at our organization to the breakfast so that they can also partake in it. We sponsor the event. We're super involved in all things PMMI, but all things really in advancing the future workforce and advancing women in this industry. So it is a great place to be, and it is a great place to just continue to learn and grow and educate yourself on really a stealth industry. You don't really think about how products get on the shelf, but that's what we do every single day.
Yeah, and then just an add-on to that is that there's a lot of networking that happens with, the younger generation that may be wanting to come get into the packaging industry. So they have a lot of great programs that happen during the show, interactive for these students really that are wanting to learn more about the packaging industry. And it's huge, as you can see, and you just don't really think about that until you step on the show floor. And so I think it's just a great place to bring everybody together, and especially I think it's great to see that many women in one room today.
And they're free. So I think that's the biggest thing that we always forget to mention is like the breakfast is free. The emerging leaders event that they have is free. They just want to get people involved. And so PMMI does a good job of using PackExpo to facilitate those opportunities.
Well, thank you so much for standing with me here and getting interviewed. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much for having me at the show and showing me around. I really appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.